Hello everyone and welcome back to another video and welcome back to another Lego Marvel Superheroes in another Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 in another Lego Marvel Collections in another awesome video. Okay, now before I start things off, I wanna just say this episode's supposed to be episode 22, yes, 22. But okay, no, episode 122. But yeah. So what to say? But why is it episode 21? But I don't know anymore. But yeah, this is supposed to be a next week or tomorrow. Yeah, definitely next week video. But since I'm going to upload this today, as you can see, it's uploaded today. I don't know what day is this going to uploaded, but it's going to uploaded today. But okay, there we go. And I'm gonna say the last footage got lost. That's the simpler way. It got lost, everyone. It got lost because if you ask me, I actually don't know where it is. I mean, I recorded that thing, but I don't I actually don't know where it has gone. But today we are simply do something about that. But today we're gonna do our challenges because yeah, and like in the last and on the first video we did the Deadpool or the Stanley videos, Stanley missions in Pearl, very different, which is we did a separate video for that, which is actually still actually pretty cool. But yeah, okay. And first, as you can see, why am I not doing anything? Cause our first one supposed to be right into over here. Go, but okay, go ahead and go into over here. Boom, boom, and just gonna take that out. Gonna go ahead and take that out. And yeah, our first challenge is just to like to do a ride. Yeah, that's it. Which is actually a long, but it's pretty easy. But yeah, and by the way, I know how to unlock vehicles now, but I used to do challenges, and this should give us an example. This should go ahead and go in a sec. But yeah, there we go. We got ourselves our next one. But okay, there we go. And now when we go to the drop off, want to drop this off. But okay, there we go. Now as you can see, here's the proof that we have characters. For example, Scar and this guy, which is a giant dragon hawk, or a big big dragon, a big green dragon. I mean, that's how you do it. It's a big giant dragon. But okay, go ahead and go into over here. Boom, come on. And it's actually a giant. It's a real good amount of giant. But okay, and it's our next challenge is supposed to be I think it's saving the ice people. Yeah, the ice people. Here we go. We're gonna save them out of the way. So there we go. We're gonna get that out of the way. Boom. And go ahead and go to the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. There we go. Come on, can I Can I go to the next one? But okay, let's go ahead and go to the next person that we're gonna be helping out. Is supposed to be somewhat over here, but okay, there we go. Come on, can I fly up? Come on, boom. Come on, here you go. Here you go. It's somewhat over here. No, yeah, we already got this one. But let's go ahead and go into over here and defrost this guy. We're gonna simply defrost this. There we go. And
Thanks.
and let me
Man,
get
it
the
was
studs.
cold in
Yeah,
there.
you're welcome. But like, can I get the studs? I want my studs. I really want my studs. But okay. Now, now, is there anything else? I seriously don't think there's anything else. But yeah, okay. Go ahead and get that out of the way.
Thanks.
Come on.
Come
on,
gonna go take a
boom.
hot
Boom.
bath.
You're welcome. Boom, boom, boom. And thank you. If we go right into over here, couldn't go down. And the next one is supposed to be down into over here. Come on, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna go ahead and melt this. There we go.
Much
Melt this up.
appreciated.
Melt. Okay, there we go. Get that out of the way. Now, now I don't think there's anything else. Yep. So let's go ahead and go into the.
I need a change of
And go
scenery.
ahead and go to the next one. And there you go. And as you follow up to the video, as you see, there's some cuts, there's some transition stuff, which is actually on purpose, because the why is on cuts or the transition, because it's really long, or I'm not fast traveling, or I just go really long, or I was just AFK. That when I say AFK, I'm figuring out
Thanks,
where is the
buddy.
next one, which is actually pretty cool, if you ask me. But okay, there we go, boom. And let's go ahead and mark this guy, as you can see. And by the way, guys, comment down below
You're a
if you want me
lifesaver.
to link the guys. Where did I follow the guys? Because I'm following a guide for this. I'm not just doing what's called a from scratch video. But okay, we're gonna go ahead and go into over here and save this guy. There we go, boom. And thank you for the studs.
Man, it
And
was
there you go.
cold in there.
Got that out of the way. And there we go. And we got ourselves our next vehicle, and we're gonna go ahead and simply go ahead and to go to our next I think it was to our next challenge. And I think our next challenge is supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be I think it was the shield agents. Yep, the shield agents. That is
You had me
supposed to
worried
be
for a minute there.
the shield agents. But okay, there we go. Come on, and we're gonna go ahead and go to the next one. Now there we go. Now comment down below, guys, if you want me to go ahead and go into if you want me to go ahead and go to play a different game. Yeah, I mean, you guys comment down below what you'll play next. Maybe I'll play it. I mean, it's up to you guys. But yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, there you go. And go ahead and go into over here. It seems like I think our next
Someone just bumped
I
their way to
think
the top
our
of my best
next one
heroes.
Not sure
is
who's
supposed
behind it
to
this
be
time, but there's more
right
trouble on your
into
doorstep.
over
Go get
here.
'em.
If I'm correct. Yep. It seems like our first one is supposed to be somewhat into over here. Okay, we gonna go ahead and there we
Someone
go.
just bumped their way to the top of my
And
best
boom,
heroes list.
boom pow. There you go. And go ahead and collect our I'm gonna go ahead and collect our studs, which is actually pretty cool that we're gonna go ahead and collect our studs. So let's go ahead and go into over here. Boom, boom, and we're gonna go ahead and just run over that really quickly, so you can do that like actually quickly. But yeah, get that out of the way. Now boom, boom, pow. There we go. Now, is there anything else? I
Thank you
don't
for
think
rescuing me.
there's anything else, if I'm correct. Yep, I don't simply think there's anything else. But okay, there we go. Got that out of the way. Now I think we can finally go into our next one, if I'm correct. Yep, we can finally go ahead and go to our next
Some
one.
kind superhero could see their way to saving me
But
right
okay,
about now. That'd be great.
there we go. Come on, boom, 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 boom. Come on,
My hero.
there you go. Got, we gotta go ahead and get that out of the way. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and there we go. And boom, boom, pow, boom, boom, boom. And go ahead and go into over here. Gonna fly into over here. There you go. Gonna go ahead and fly into over here. There you go. Gonna simply fly into over there. There you go. Got that out of the way. Now, I don't think. No, I don't think there's anything else, if I'm correct. Yep. I don't think there's anything else. So let's go ahead and go into over here. Come on, and
Spotted a
boom,
crime taking place in your area if you
boom,
weren't too busy.
boom. There you go. Now, that should do it, right? Yeah, but our next one is supposed to be right into over here. There we go. There we go. We got our next one. Got that out of the way. Boom, boom. Got that out of the way. Now there we go. Now, is there anything else? I simply don't think there's anything else, if I'm correct. Yep. But okay.
Maybe I should take
There we go.
Citizens with
Huh.
suggestions on how to improve
That
their
should do the
list,
trick, if I'm
submit them to the people.
correct. Yep. That should do the trick. But anyways, let's go ahead and go into over here. Boom. Fly into. You're gonna go ahead and fly into that. You're gonna simply fly into that. There we go, actually. But okay, boom. Go ahead and fly into over there. And is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else, if I'm correct. Yep, I don't think there's anything else. So
You or somebody you
that
know been
should
affected by the symbiote?
able us to go ahead and go into the next one. Yep. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to the next one. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and get that out of the way and go ahead and go into over here. Boom. And birds, I mean, which is actually pretty cool. The birds are actually pretty cool. But okay, there we go. And I think the next one is supposed to be somewhat into, I think, on the Old Wild West, if I'm correct. But yeah, it's supposed to be somewhat over here, if I'm correct. Yep. Okay. And our next one is somewhat into over here. Some on the palm trees. I'm gonna go ahead and fly into the birds. There we go. Got that out of the way. But go ahead and go to the Old Wild West. I think the Old Wild West is actually pretty cool. And yeah, gonna go ahead and fly into the birds. Okay, there we go. We're gonna simply go ahead and fly into the birds. We're gonna fly into the birds. Boom, 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 pow. And here we go. Fly into the birds really quickly. And I think we need a couple more left, if I'm correct. Yep, I think we need a couple more left. So let's go ahead and go into over here. Boom. And supposed to be right into over here, right? Yep. I mean, we have got everything, if I'm correct. So let's go ahead and go into over here. Boom. Come on. Boom, 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 pow. And fly into the birds really quickly. Now I think we need a couple more left to do that. But okay, no. We want to go right into over here. Not Maternity Noir. We want to go to Hydra Empire. There you go, Hydra Empire. Hydra Empire. There we go, actually. Come on. Where's the teleportation on Hydra Empire? I'm actually lost. But okay. Here we go. Here's the teleportation on Hydra Empire. But okay, boom. Go ahead and go into over here. Gonna go ahead and our next one is somewhat over here. It says that the guide says it's supposed to be somewhat into over here, if I'm correct. But yeah, there you go. Now I think we need the final one. Now I don't know where's the final one, but I mean, we have got everything. I think we only need one more, if I am correct. But yeah, there we go ahead. Dive down into the next one. But let's go ahead and go up. We're gonna simply go up. Go up. There we go. Gonna go up. And yeah, it's supposed to be the final one. It's supposed to be in Norway, which is actually pretty cool. But okay, so let's go ahead and go up here. There we go. And come on, and go into over here. Now that should give us our final vehicle. When I say final vehicle does not mean get our all of the vehicle. And by the way, we are gonna buy our vehicle on the west, or when I complete every vehicle. But anyways, this is going to be it for the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have fun for fantastic, guys, and make sure to subscribe, like the video, ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload new awesome content like this. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye everyone, peace and goodbye.